So today was the session on game plan for 2020. So we started with how was this year in terms of the areas that we focus on, what we learned from this year, what are the positive things we can take. So that was all about setting up the right frame of mind to kickstart for 2020. Then we went into vision as to what our vision is, so what my vision is. So I got a lot of clarity in terms of my vision, in terms of my goals for this year, for next year 2020, and also have taken step by step my milestones, what I'm going to achieve every quarter.
For me, I was in a different state of mind. I was quite positive about the outcomes that I needed for next year and the people I was going to be working with. As usual, this workshop just blew the last one away, and the first part of the morning was really about getting your mindset in the right place to really think about what you want for next year and the next decade. Very powerful for me. Key point was getting that vision right.
It's not your normal event. That's what's key for me, I think. I think one thing about events sometimes is not really about the event itself sometimes. It's about the person that presents the event. I think it was more facilitating because we did everything ourselves, and that's where HTL's way of doing things was different. He made us work ourselves. So we've worked with these goals ourselves, worked on these visions ourselves, we created them ourselves, so we take responsibility for making sure we actually achieve them. So we don't sit around every day and say, well, HTL told us this. No, it's that we said it ourselves, we made declarations ourselves, so we take full responsibility for making them happen.
Valuable content that came through, like-minded people on the table, respect is felt, didn't even need to be said, and things that were just shared openly, so you knew that everyone was looking to do the same thing. So it definitely had the community feel that I was speaking about.
What I loved about it was the application of what was in that workshop, and we actually went through the process of applying yourself. So you actually came out with a tangible result. It's probably given me a lot more food for thought now, and also made me realise, what my true potential is. I always walk away from these workshops thinking, much bigger than what I come in with, and that's the whole purpose. So for me, I think it's absolutely phenomenal day. I've got some clarity. I've got a lot of work to do on my goals, and it's something that I can use as experience to coach my clients as well. So I think a really powerful day overall.
Well, the biggest takeaway for me is the fact that it is possible. You can do it. You see, and I think putting pen to paper and making it happen, I think, and with his presentation style and everything else, I think it was like a proper, like an inert skin and injection, which is right down to your blood. You got no choice, but you can actually make it happen. So that's my big takeaway. The presentation style, I think, for me was very, very key to making sure that this takeaway is stuck properly, to making sure that you can write these goals down, and I feel so much confident that I can achieve it.
Fear of failure, I think that was the biggest. So there's been a procrastination from my end this year, which I have kind of noted down. But the fear of failure, which Hazel just mentioned about, that don't make it your identity. So that was the biggest lesson for me today.
At the end of the session, Natal asked us to be able to do a declaration to ourselves. I haven't done that for so many years. For me, that's a huge takeaway because it makes yourself accountable, and it gives you something as well that you can look back on. And if you want to share it, you share it, and if not, you keep it personal. But no, extremely valuable to have that come through.